Being busy is not always productive. Written by Deepak Gupta and narrated by Deepak Gupta. Master Acknowledgement. I don't know what I should say to my beloved readers. I am not that fine at writing the acknowledgement of my books, but I can say appreciation is much better than earning money. I want to thank every reader who purchased my books with their precious money. My cells thank every reader a million times. Before I am a writer, I am a reader, a human, and an observer. I want to clarify we all possess a kind of productivity to accomplish our work. We all are specialized in doing some work. In our opinion, we all should do the work in which our productivity is high and stop looking for the work that doesn't belong to us. Success doesn't overflow overnight. Slow and steady win the race. I had a little to say before I awakened my vision. Burn your ego if you want to learn something new every day. People and books have something distinctive to offer to the world. I emerge from uniqueness right now. I want to say a significant lesson: never feel worthless if no one appreciates you. Don't ever feel useless because we can overcome failure but can't overcome the self made failure. If anyone wants to take any kind of interview, maybe online or to ask some question, then I welcome all the readers, YouTubers, bloggers, artists, and editors. Work on your art because the work we love can never disappoint us in any point of life. With love and respect, Deepak Gupta. Stop here and absorb. If we want to learn from a mother, we should become her child. And if we want to learn from the child, we should become his mother. Burn your ego before proceeding to learn something great from this book. Our education and learning are the process, but not the destination. Don't go ahead of humanity, ego lies there. We ignore uncomplicated lesson in life that become the hardest lesson in the end. Before we can learn tough, we should learn simple lessons in our life. Prologue. You know why people fail? Because they use their right energy in the wrong place. They use their energy at the place where they can't even judge how much capability they have to accomplish the right task. People fail at the wrong task and get afraid to do the right task in life. Time has nothing to do with productivity. We have been seeing many people who got succeed without efforts, but we forget to understand their passion at the right place. Time matters when we do things that are significant in our life. Productivity and right activities go hand in hand. Productivity always adds something new to our life progress. Many people work for the full day and get tired, while there are also some people who work for the whole day and don't feel tired for a second. Why? Because those people get the right satisfaction from their work. It may be anything like writing, painting, cooking, dressing, or maybe any work they love to do. There is nothing static we should do to increase our productivity. Our work may tempt and look good for us, but may look boring for someone. The real risk of our life lies in our time span. We study for the whole life to get succeed. Everyone studies, but only a few achieve success in real. Why? Because our education system pushes all of us in a single field. We are pushed to do the work we don't even love. If we tell engineers to solve text problem, they will fall out. Being busy is not always a sign of productivity. Some people think in the bathroom, while some don't even work at the workplace. We choose what is easy, not what is necessary. Someday we don't have the choice to do what we really love. Choosing the right path and career is really tough these days. Everyone has aspiration from us, but we can't fulfill the aspiration of everyone. We should decide what we can do with our passion and productivity. We should choose the work for which we don't feel tired for the whole life. We are not tired, we are at the wrong place, trying to dig out some productivity. Nothing works there. Education is significant, but learning in life is a new experience. We study for the whole life to get the job. Do we all have the same aspiration and goals to get the job? No, we don't have. We are attracted to money than to do our job with our best productivity. We are attracted by education to get money and make our productivity a sense of business. We work for money than to think how it will affect our life. Our real risk is we study for the whole time and still feel unproductive. A little span of time decides our long span of time. If we talk about any of the great personality like Albert Einstein or Charles Dickens, they remember the law of productivity. They never ran behind success. They ran behind the work in which their productivity was high. Everyone has a role to do. No one can replace anyone. We are allowed to appreciate everyone to contribute their valuable productivity in this world. Businesses and jobs both are art if these tasks go with the right person. No one would ever tell us to do productive tasks in the long run. We all are fascinated by money, not by position. If someone is earning from that profession, then I can also earn. No, that attitude is wrong. He is earning well because he chose the field that increases his productivity. Your choice is your real implementation of time. Choose your work than to run behind money all the time. Money is the byproduct of passion. We study for 20 years and get failed. Don't we think we really need to think about this? How we can get failed even we study for a long time because we focus on our education only. But learning begins when we start to implement our ideas with our productivity. Don't ever confuse education with learning. Chapter 1. Life is not the coin. Life is not the coin, it has lessons with number on the dice. Every time we throw it, we learn something different and new. It depends on how we use it better in our life. Confucius said, our greatest glory is not in never falling but in rising every time we fall. We all have turning points in our life. Suppose a person works in a company and one day the employer fired him with some bullshit excuse. What will the person do? Our life should get changed positively even with other people. People are good when we appreciate them. A person should not waste his life working for others. People's productivity rises in the field they never wanted to choose. How well companies play to lure us to do anything. We all have our turning point in life when we get fed up with luxury, money, and society. We want to spend quality time with our loved ones. Our quality time is the time in which we have something great to learn and to get love in the right way. Money increases with time, but productivity should increase exponentially with time. Start your day with recognition. In my opinion, our life goes straight but with some hustle bustle. When we face real problems, we get to know our real capability to take the right decisions. People die young and stay unhappy for their reason. There are cover designers who make brilliant cover in a few minutes because they have mastered it by investing their time. Master your skills with a rapid increase in productivity. We can achieve same productivity in a year that people achieve in 20 years. Time span has nothing to do with our productivity. We should know our turning points in life to get the opportunity to learn and understand human behavior. Productivity should be like a thick rope. In first, it should be one time, then second time, into one time, then two time, one time, and so on. I learned my vision well in the last year, even I have been writing since 2015. If you really want to make anything work in your life, start value the progress before someone can do it for you. Our turning point decide whether we are productive or not. Chapter 2. You are not unique, we all are unique. Do you feel like procrastinating tasks the whole day? Do you feel like wasting your time and still do it and then rush to achieve the task in the less time? Probably the answer is yes, because humans are born with attributes and laziness. There is no shame in it. You are not unique, we all are unique. We ruin our day when we have nothing productive to make our day better. There are two time dimensions to achieve our goals, maybe in the morning or at night. Both times are good, but it depends how flexible and productive we are at that time. Waiting for right time and utilizing it both are different stories. Our morning productivity get high when we have sound sleep at night, but how we use our mind well in that time period make our whole day. If we don't eat breakfast, we feel bad for the whole day because we think we lose something good from our meal. Just like food, our minds need productive tasks when it gets active, otherwise, it would get indulged and try to get busy in useless activities. Decide your task for the next day before you sleep, and your mind will alarm you again and will prevent your mind to get busy in the wrong task. We should accomplish our task in the morning than to wait for some feasible time. I have big reason for this lesson. First, as our morning productivity is high, we try and make it our best work. We should know what our real standard is and how far and best we can do in our work. Second, our mind also get the unique ability to get appreciated if we do it early than to procrastinate it for the whole day. After applying, you will feel well for the whole day and try to make yourself productive and creative for the remaining day. I tried this in my everyday routine many times, and trust me, this will make your personality glad and a nice person. You will never feel frustrated and or even sad for a moment. For the whole day, our brain will signal ourselves to get appreciated and direction to work better for the time ahead. A work done before time gives sense of satisfaction and more energy, but a work done after the desired time loses the satisfaction level and brings stress in our life. Always try to accomplish your work before time. Our morning productivity and work decide our whole day's happiness and satisfaction. Chapter 3. Don't confuse yourself with education and learning. We study hard, still less educated people win by their art. How? What's the real scenario going on? We have a simple answer for this, and we know this comes in your mind every day. If you try to serve the society and get appreciated, you will never get tired. People are hungry for appreciation than to look for money. We are talking about real people. Many YouTubers, film stars, writers, and other professionals get successful even they don't have education at such higher level. We are saying it again. Don't confuse education with learning. There are smart minds wandering in the whole world. Practicality of life with passion and art are famous these days. But don't think it as a shortcut to get fame. In the world where everyone wants to become a billionaire but no one sits to think why. Why we really need so much money? Money can't bring happiness. The ways we spend and live money bring happiness to our life. The scenario has changed in the 21st century, where everyone is the king of their own kingdom and no one wants to listen to anyone. And that's how we lose ourselves in the journey. Education is significant, but its implementation is much significant than that. Academic education is like making a giant machine without testing it even for one time. Less education may be okay, but less learning is deadly. People who are getting success are the ones who know to learn better with education. Be the man of virtues, productivity, and learning than to look for education only. Education leads to learning, but less education has nothing to do with it. Learning can be increased by testing what we get from our education. Test yourself without worrying about results. Don't get busy with the wrong task. Do it late but make it right and absolutely accurate. Success is not attached to money and fame but to the goals. Goals design the path to success to get satisfaction from everyday work. Chapter 4. No, life doesn't work like that. Some people earn millions in a day while some don't even earn 1 crore in the whole life. It really makes sense to think again that money has nothing to do with the time. Everything is all about enthusiasm, productivity, passion, and truth. If you want to earn a lot of money, first sharp your skills in an exponential way, then to worry about money initially. It's simple to say and hard to implement. It's like working hard at present and leaving our success in the hands of future. I know it's hard. We can't stop our expenses for any time. We can't stop the clock. Money earning is not bad, but if we are not learning something new while moving ahead in life, then we would die with that money only. Like our productivity, your money should have exponential growth. We earn millions throughout our life. Then what? Life is better when we leave something creative at the end to remember. A wrong scenario is wandering around people that people remind us for money. No, life doesn't work like that. People like us for what we do, not about how much we earn. According to the society's opinion, Jeff Bezos, CEO of Amazon, is the greatest person of all time. He is great, but not for his money, but about his innovative ideas of his company. We all have the chance to double our money on the last day of our life. But if we face death, we would try to double our productivity and relationship because nothing goes with us. Live like you would die today. Treat your sleep like death. Accomplish every task before you sleep. That's the only way to revive the everyday life. Money should be secondary when it becomes primary in your life. Chapter 5. A golden method to remember everything. We make mistakes, learn and leave them at the same place. That's human behavior. I have a practical concept to share with you. Your today is not just today, it's the cumulative efforts of all your days. We live all past days to see today. We fight a big journey to see today. Today should be remembered for something beautiful than to waste it somewhere else. We say it cumulative life because today is the composition of our all days. Whatever we learned, we should implement it better to make our today. Our lessons are useless if we repeat the same mistakes. If you gave 100% in the past, then today is the day to give your 200%. And who decide this? You only. We all have excuses for something, but no one gets remembered for their excuses. I love to go through challenges and you should do. Every lesson we repeat, we lose one day, and so on. How would you feel when you get to know and understand that you wasted your days for nothing? It's feel bad, but you can still revive to learn from your cumulative precious life. Make your life understandable than to make it modern. Flowers glow when roots grow from inside. Do what we can remind for long and learn from it. Productivity is the accumulation of understanding the mistakes of all cumulative past days. Repeating the mistake is like to repeat the days. Chapter 6. Don't ever switch. We try everything in life, but get succeed in one passion at a time. Those who put their legs in two boats get drowned forever. Don't ever try to switch among the various tasks, otherwise your mind would get confused. To increase your productivity, put yourself in one work and do it continuously. The day will surely come when you understand the power of one passion at a time. Rest other works are our temptation to earn money or to get successful. There is always one key for a lock. If you try to unlock everything, nothing will open. We all have the key and our real task is to find the real lock. Maybe someone's earning tempt you to join some sector, but then you realize you failed because you went for something wrong, because of other reasons than to test your real productivity. I see a lot of professions to work, but not everything belongs to us. Do one thing at a time and put 5 times energy of passion in it. You will surely get the results. I repeat, don't jump or switch among the goals. One lock has one key, and rest are just illusions and temptations of our mind. Teach yourself and stop wasting time in the wrong art of life. Our minds are infinite, but they can handle similar related information in infinite ways. If we ask our minds to choose between the two tasks, they get confused because they need relevant related information to take decisions. Multiple unrelated situations confuse our mind to take better decisions. Clear your mind and help it to work in the right direction. Chapter 7. Invest your energy than to use your energy. We believe a person should invest his energy than to use it. Yes, both are much different. When we put our energy in the right place, we get more energetic. Only in the wrong task, we get tired after a time. You can be sad, but you can't get tired when you achieve the right goals. Our energy gets double for the right art of life. If something is not giving you a sense of happiness, peace, and accomplishment, then you are doing it wrong. In the century of stress, always be the person of energy. It's the real secret to attract people. Do you have something to talk about? Then talk about it well. Build your confidence and people will listen to you. Like I talked about cumulative life, if we accumulate negative vibes every day, we will reach the path of depression. A little happiness reduces much depression in our life. I feel like 1 unit of happiness can reduce 10 units of depression. I know how can I measure happiness, but we do it daily and make it countable like to say to others. I was in depression for 3 days, but never do the efforts and appreciate to count the happiness of the rest of our life. Be the cause of someone's happiness and find the reason for your depression. When we do the work we love, we become more energetic. Our body and mind are simple units. They go in the line where we push consistently. If we push them in an energetic line, they become more energetic and passionate to do more and more stress-free work. Make it relevant before making it easy. Chapter 8. Theory and Practical of Productivity. The world grows from practical experience to theories, not with the theories to practical. We read everything, but somewhere our approach to apply ideas is wrong. We read, then we learn to apply. The world has changed a lot. I was also confused when I saw something and tried to apply. No, that's wrong. You have your capabilities and art. Your experience is different from mine. We all see our life differently. We all see the moon, but from our own space. Maybe the bright star you see look dull for me. As I said in my book, The Power of Universe, your sun will rise when your sky appears blue. Books are born with ideas. The theory we all read were emerged and written after practical experience. If we don't look around the world and read the theories only, then we would never be able to grow well. Maybe you have a weird idea, but it should be unique. Your ideas stand uniquely in the crowd. Open your vision to see the crowd differently. People teach us to read the theories, then tell us to make it practical. No, absolutely no. Try yourself first. Most of the philosophers like Chanakya, Confucius, Martin Luther King, and many more experienced the world first and wrote it later. If we learn theories every time, we will learn what had already discovered by someone. It's good to learn, but if nothing new grows with our vision, then there is some problem. Our productivity rises with time in the presence of practical experience. The combination of theories and practical experience are the best combination. Read, apply, and then believe it. The wrong point is theories to practical, but the right one is practical to theories. Productivity is nothing but the real mindset to believe on ideas and make it happen. Chapter 9. Old is always gold. Learning from ancient art. Old is gold, someone said it right. The value of ancient thing is always more than new things. If you want to possess some attributes, then accept the terms of ancient rules. Ancient things are popular for their stable art and happiness. Every time we look, we find something different to learn. A personality should be like ancient gold. Every time people see you, they learn something good from you. In the 21st century, people want innovation with everything. We need to learn that we should always have something great to offer to people and they will appreciate us in a long time. Most of the relationships go for a long time because some people grow with real art but don't change for which they were known by people. People will always forget us if we change ourselves completely. If people know you for happiness, always be the same for those attributes. We buy gold because it doesn't change over time and its value increases with time. Productivity and time both possess the same art. They both should increase exponentially. Once someone asked me who I am, my answer was simple. We are what we do alone. We are what we remain after removing the profession from our life. Readers know me for my artistic work, that's my profession. But who knows me in real? People who are still with me. Your productivity will get double if you see opportunities with the trouble. Don't ever focus too much on problems, but change your way to look at it. The answer lies in the question. It's better to search where it lies. 5 people can do better publicity than individual only. That's productivity. You have to be the leader who leads people in the right way. If you look for the benefit of everyone, you will lead the way easily. Don't ever focus on the wrong things. Not everyone is free. Some people are in prison while some become prisoners in their minds. Freedom is the real state of mind. Chapter 10. Your mind is a parachute. Open it well. If your mind wanders everywhere without your permission, then you need to learn this chapter seriously. If you want to go for productivity, your mind should never jump around everything. Money and overnight success can tempt us to do the tasks that don't even belong to us. Stop switches between the activities you do. Continuity is a matter of real productivity. A book is nothing but the disciplined and continuous efforts of a writer. A book can't be completed without the real dedication level of a writer. A writer has to write every day to accomplish the book, no matter how he feels and how well he writes. Remove money and overnight success with your mind, and you will learn what you really love to do. Like there's a confused mind reside in our body. It gets fascinated by anything that brings real comfort and luxury in our mind. Step out and think about what you actually are if you don't earn money. I keep my books short because time is valuable, whether it's your or mine. Learn better in a short time. People accomplish tasks, but the person who accomplishes tasks in the real reasonable time is the person of productivity. Whatever we do and whoever we meet, everyone has something special to give us to learn. Keep learning. Chapter 11. How to accept the truth. As we said, stay productive than to be busy with your task. People have so many things to learn and they get confused with what they actually need to learn. People can't identify what is true and what is false, what they should learn and what they should leave. The question is how to find the right truth to learn and make ourselves productive. There are certain attributes you should learn about the truth. People don't accept the truth initially. They test it by themselves, they see the results and accept it later. If people find it right in their life, then it becomes the truth of their life. Maybe something feel like truth for you and false for me. It depends on our circumstances. There are two types of truth. First is the universal truth and other is the dynamic truth. We need to learn the difference between both. As we all in our quarantine and at our homes, my wish you all are safe and most important, happy and at peace. The world is healing and that's our universal truth. The sky is clear and blue. Now the wind is warm but not polluted. How simple words change everything in life. The truth has no expiry date. If you said it today and it's true, it would go for long no matter what. The God is truth and we all accept it. We all know the truth but get afraid to accept it. How harsh the truth, accept it because one day we all have to. I am a very fragile person who always in search of peace and luxury comes in my life later. If there's peace in the middle of the road, you may find me there. To search what I have learned till now, I have to go inside and wander in my real veins peacefully. Accept the truth and you will find every time productive. Humans have to accept the reality to find solution for the present situations. Our minds find answers when we accept the questions. It's extremely simple as that. Epilogue. If being busy is not always productive, then what makes us productive? And what's the real test to know about the real utilization of our life? The real test of productivity. The uniform increment and exponential increment both are different. Prior is easy and can be achieved in the short term, but the later can only be achieved in the long run. If your results have no long term impact on your productivity, maybe you are doing it wrong. We work for a company for years and then get fired. People have the right to teach us but not to change our life negatively. If you want to test your level of productivity, ask two questions. First, is the work I am doing has long-term positive results in my life? Second, to see will my art remain the same as I am seeing it today? Do I really help myself to improve the level of my productivity? The real work never disappoints you in any case. Little and meaningful sentences can change our world, and remember, little money can never trouble us. Maybe you are busy, but what's the real outcome? To make yourself productive, think about what you will do after accomplishing it. Celebrate your accomplishments. We feel appreciated for the right task. We can be wrong, but our aura and vibes don't say wrong. The long term results and achievement tell our utilization of time and energy in our life. Thank you for listening the audiobook. You have completed the book. Being busy is not always productive.